Oh man. Welcome to Seminole Wednesday. Seminole Wednesday. As you guys know, the channel is Big 3 T2Y. So we are gonna talk about them Seminoles tonight. Obviously, format is open mic. Seminole fans, y'all are more than welcome to come on in here, give your thoughts and opinions on your team. Y'all already know how I do it over here. If you leave it up to me, you might not like what I say. So I give you guys the opportunity to come on in here and basically talk about your team. Now, I am going to bring up some key points about your team. I've seen Mike Norvell's press. I've seen all your head coaches, your DCs, your offensive coordinator, your positional groups. I've seen all the interviews. I've summarized all of them in my mind. I know, listening to Mike Norvell's speech was kind of hard, I'm not sure, but I think Mike Norvell might be one of those people that speaking in front of a crowd might not be the thing for him. My guy sound absolutely terrible speaking in front of a crowd. He seems very nervous. I don't know why. But hey, man, it is what it is. You are at Florida State. There are some classes up there. You probably could take a speech class. Probably could take, it's got to be some kind of help up there. You are at a university. I'm just saying. Now, obviously, a lot of things are going on right now. Talk about NIL. Talk about, conference realignment. This, that, and the third. Board of Trustees members meeting up and, talking about possibly exiting the ACC. Now, hold on, let me get this graphic off the screen. Now, before we get into all of that crazy mess and all that is, that's happening at Florida State, guys, do me a huge favor. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Yes, all you Florida State fans, y'all welcome here. Wednesday night is dedicated to Florida State. Wednesday night is dedicated to Florida State. All your comments, I'll pop them on the screen. All your talking points, I'll pop them on the screen. Now, if you're a Gator fan, I know some of you guys on the channel, and if you're a Hurricane fan, I'm not going to focus on you guys tonight. We're just going to focus on the Florida State Seminoles. So, do me a huge favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. All of that is 100% free. Don't cost you a dime. Don't only cost you like maybe a second of your time. So, Board of Trustees, Florida State Board of Trustees, they all got together and they all decided they want to talk about exiting the ACC. Now, obviously, the grant of rights is a thing that they seem to be skipping over when I read all these articles about the whole Board of Trustee event. Drew Rutherford, former quarterback. Did Drew Rutherford, we're not gonna get into it. I was just gonna ask, did he ever, beat Miami or anything like that? But it ain't that type. It ain't that type of type. It ain't that type of night. So we gonna stay focused. That's just the troll in me. We're gonna stay focused. So Florida State all of a sudden wants to join the Big Ten. Earlier on, the talks was basically. Oh, post the link? All right, cool. Oh, my bad, my guy. I forgot. This is open night, so I will put the link in the chat right now. Like I said, this is open mic. All FSU fans, you're welcome to join the chat. You're welcome to come on. You're welcome to talk about your team. We're going to talk about your depth chart. We're going to talk about, recruiting. We're going to talk a little bit about everything tonight. Now, originally I started doing, Miami Monday, Seminole Wednesday, and Gator Friday a couple months ago. And, at that time, it was in the off season where there was not much to talk about. So it wasn't a success. So I put it off until now when it's closer to the season. Recruiting has amped up and everything like that. So now we'll have a lot more topics to talk about. A lot of you guys can come on in here, talk about your Seminoles, whether good or bad, and all that good stuff. So, young Seminole, what's going on with you?
What's up, T2Y?
All right, man, I'm chilling. So just trying to get some of these introductions out of the way. All right, so Mike Norvell spoke. From a unbiased opinion, what's your thoughts on his speech? Like, not the message that he's delivered, but how he's delivering it.
I'll be real with you. I didn't watch his press conference today because I was more focused on what the board of trustees was saying. So I haven't gone and watched the press conference.
Gotcha.
Him and the coaches, they were probably talking about the same stuff they talk about every year. So it wasn't nothing that really interests me off the top of the head. I was more focused on the board of trustees and watching what they were saying today.
All right, so your board of trustees, I've read all the articles. I read everything that's been put out from that meeting. They talk about.
Okay, so hold on. Let me pause right quick. Did you read what they said last night when Phil Collins was on War Chant last night?
No, I just read what came from the meeting according, to 247 Sports.
So what he said last night when he was on War Chant, he came on live on there with Ira Sheffel and Tom Lang, and he said that they have a handle on the grant of rights, is what he said in February, and then he doubled down and said that the grant of rights is not the document that is going to keep Florida State from taking action. So now he didn't go any further into that because he said he wasn't going to get into anything that may cause an issue or whatever. But I mean, they've been talking about this since Michael Alford came in as the AD, a year and a half ago or so, whatever it was. So this, I'm not saying that it's handled right away, but I mean, from when you was listening to them talk today, they have a plan. I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow or before the 15th, but they saying within the next 12 months they have an idea.
So speaking of the 15, for those of you guys that don't know, August 15th is a deadline. If you're a team that wants to get out of the ACC, you have to inform the commissioner and the ACC as a conference that you're going to leave. After the 15, basically you're stuck for another 22 months.
It's kind of like a two-week notice kind of deal, but not really 2 weeks.
All right, so Big Ten, SEC. What's your choice?
I mean, okay, so here's let's break this down. So SEC for maybe like closer games, better rivalries, probably. But Big Ten wise, you have to sit with me on this with the recruiting. Florida State and Miami, we don't recruit the Midwest like at all. So you get them corn-fed boys on the offensive line that the Big Ten has, and Wisconsin and Ohio State and Michigan always have great offensive lines. Maybe that would be better for recruiting.
My question to that is, how do you get them motivated to come down here and play in the sun?
No different than Dion going and getting Florida boys to go play in Colorado in the snow.
Okay, well, you got a valid point there.
I mean, would you rather play in the sun or would you rather play in the snow?
I don't know about that. But I think I'd rather play in the sun, to be honest with you.
That's what I'm saying. So when you go to the Big Ten and you recruit them boys that are playing in the snow, all right, well, you want to play in the snow, a couple times a year, or you want to come play more often than not, probably in the sun if you come, to Florida State.
You got an interesting point. Now, obviously, money-wise, the Big Ten makes a lot more. Well, not
for right now. If you look at the projections for, I think, 2029, SEC would make more money by 10 million more. Right. So
now the ACC right now, I think from reading some of you guys' articles, I've been seeing that basically we were like 30 million behind them or something like that in the near future.
Yeah, right now it'll get bigger. Soon.
I've seen some numbers where whenever the SEC and the Big Ten, they get up in the 100 millions. I think we'll be stuck at like 52. We'll be around 56.
Either way you look at it, they're double us.
Right. So when you look at that in the grand scheme, you got to think about facilities. You got to think about upgrading. NIL also. Not only that, you got to pay coaches, you got to pay staff, and you got to stay innovative. So if Florida is getting like 100 million a year while we're getting like 50, they got way more resources to work with. Let's just say we go into a battle for an NIL deal. We're not winning that.
No.
Because eventually eventually, if you got all these collectives, these are fun by fans.
Put the rivalry stuff between the Canes and the Noles aside. This comes down to money. We all about making money. Florida State
Right.
and Miami got to come together on this. We got to leave the ACC and go to the Big Ten or the SEC. I don't care
Now I
as
know
long as,
there's
as long as we're on the same par as Florida.
they put out an article a couple months ago about the Magnificent Seven.
Yeah,
I think there's 8 on board right now. So
I've
if they want to
looked it up.
dissolve the conference, they can. But the whole deal is the grant of rights. Now I want you. Have you heard of a guy named Stuart Mandel?
No, I don't think it's
All right,
Mandel. Sounds like a name. The last name sounds familiar.
Mendel. Oh yeah, that's his name. I got a tweet here, and I want your thoughts on what he said because he took a shot at you guys.
Well, now don't put no tinfoil hats on now.
No. He took a shot at y'all. So obviously the tweet is on the screen right now. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. Let me make it a little bit bigger.
Yeah, read it because I can't see it very well.
Let me make that a lot bigger. There we go. So obviously, with the whole, board of trustees for you guys are going on and everything. My guy Stuart here decided to tweet. Every one of these Florida State trustees is echoing or even going further than the president in supporting this threat to leave the ACC. We have to do what it takes to compete. That's a quote from you guys, Board of
Yeah,
Trustees.
from Bill Collins.
All right, so none of them had mentioned how they would get out of the grant of rights and whether they know the SEC wants them. Do the SEC want Florida State? Because think about it. Would Florida even allow that?
Let's pause for a minute. So when USC and UCLA joined the Big Ten, was there any news before then about the Big Ten wanting USC or UCLA ever?
No, but the market is there.
But they so they wanted them though, right?
Yeah, because the market.
But nobody said that though.
But they would be in California. That's a whole different market.
They're
already in the market of Florida.
I get that.
Through the Gators.
This man is saying because no one has said it, does the SEC or the Big Ten even want you? Because no one has said it.
Right.
Just because somebody don't say something don't mean they don't want nothing. I mean, I can look at these fine females all over the time. Don't mean I want you because my wife might whoop my ass. But I can look at them all the time and say, I'm not going to tell you I want you, but I do want you.
All right. So it still comes down to the question. Is it SEC or is it Big Ten? Because, in the Big Ten, how does that make sense for Florida State? Any rivalries or anything like that?
No, Florida State done pretty much whoop the shit out of everybody in the Big Ten.
So you guys pretty much don't really have a trail up there.
Well, neither does Miami nor North Carolina or Clemson.
No, but back in the days when Miami was independent and was in the Big East, they played a lot of those teams up in that area.
So did Florida State, though. We was independent as well. I think we're 4-2 against Ohio State all time. I can't remember the record with Penn State. I mean, it's not like we ain't never played them boys.
So
Bobby used to go all over the place and play them boys.
Are Florida State fans willing to travel, especially in November?
I mean, Florida State fans travel. I mean, you can't deny that. You know it's true.
I'm just saying because that's
I'm not saying the Big Ten is my pick. I'm not, and
no
one on the trustees.
Keep in mind they're talking about maybe Washington and Oregon also joining. So
yeah, I saw something about Stanford and Cal today too. So
push come to shove, if you do join the Big Ten, you would have to travel to Cali. You probably would have to travel to Oregon and those places.
But do remember though that when Florida State is out there talking, but this isn't the only person. Like y'all are gonna be attached at the hip. We pretty much know that y'all going with us. If you're taking Florida State, you're taking Miami, or you're taking Clemson as well.
All right.
You so sorry, my damn shit. I just think Florida State's the one that's being public about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think Miami. I think all the teams in the ACC are very frustrated. Florida State has been very open, but
Just because we being
I don't
public
know what
about
to
it,
say about our commissioner, though. To be honest with you,
what do you got? What with Jim
he,
Phillips? I mean,
I don't
he
think the
can say
dude
what he
got any.
wants.
I don't think that dude got any balls, man.
He don't. I mean, Swafford didn't have any balls either. That's the reason why we're in this whole issue anyways.
All right, so I'm seeing a message here. I'm not sure if you heard anything about it, but I heard the Darrell Jackson waiver got denied.
So I was listening to something about that. I haven't heard that it was denied. I heard that it's still in the process. They haven't got a full answer on it. TJ did a video on it earlier. So, I mean, and he didn't say denied. He said that they were still in the process, but it wasn't. They put this new thing into effect for denying special waivers or whatever. But, Darrell's waiver was in way before that or whatever.
Let's just say the waiver gets denied. What kind of
We're
a
still
hit?
good at defensive tackle. We're fine.
How deep would you say you guys are at deep tackle? Because I do got a depth chart here that has been put out, projected depth chart for you guys. There's a FSU depth chart.
I think Darrell would have been second or third.
All right, so let me just pop it on the screen so we can go through this depth chart real quick.
I haven't looked at the depth chart, but I mean, from what I heard, he was doing good, but he's not like the best defensive tackle.
No, this is just a projection. Things could change. You got fall camp. You guys start camp tomorrow.
Yeah.
So obviously this could change, but shockingly, I don't see AJ Duffy name when it comes to this quarterback list. You guys were raving about him.
Okay, ain't nobody raved about AJ Duffy.
A lot of people was raving about him, man. Might not be you, but a lot of them. I remember when y'all got that guy.
No, go back to the spring game. Brock Glenn played better than AJ Duffy did. Brock Glenn's a true freshman. Now come on.
So obviously Jordan Travis.
Who was please tell me who was raving about AJ Duffy.
Okay, man, some of y'all fans when y'all got him in.
I mean, well, he was a high-rated quarterback. So of course.
Y'all told me he was the second coming of Jameis Winston.
No, don't say y'all. Some fan on Twitter told you that.
A lot of Florida State fans told me this guy was the truth.
No, I bet they did now. I mean, the same thing about that quarterback y'all got committed. Miami fans keep telling me that's the what you said in your video the other day? Second coming of Vinny Testaverde or something like that?
Nah, I ain't say all that. I say he's the second coming of Ken Dorsey.
Oh, Ken Dorsey. My bad.
Hey, man, I just be talking.
I love to hear you talk.
But obviously, number one, Jordan Travis. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, Tate Rodemaker too.
Tate Rodemaker too, or
Brock Glenn. You see that? The true freshman.
So Brock Glenn, a true freshman.
True freshman, yeah.
And he's already coming in.
He was the quarterback
on the same level as Tate Rodemaker. What does that tell you about Tate Rodemaker as a fan?
Repeat that one more time.
If Brock Glenn just came in and he's on the same level as Tate Rodemaker, who's been with the program for quite some time now, what does that tell you about Tate Rodemaker? You think his time at FSU is up?
So you going in and out on me right there, but from what I got, are you trying to say that Tate Rodemaker's time is up because Brock Glenn is close?
I mean, at this point, you might want to explore his options somewhere else.
I mean, that's fine with him if he wants to. I mean, that don't bother me none.
He's a red shirt junior.
Right.
This guy's a freshman, and he's coming in as a freshman on the same level as you.
I know. What does that tell you?
You might need to go somewhere else.
It tells you that Brock Glenn pretty good then too, don't it?
Yeah, but Tate Rodemaker might be that bad.
He's been number 2 on the depth chart for a while. I mean, so if a true freshman comes in and still can get that 2 spot, he got some skills there.
As a fan, since Tate Rodemaker has been with you guys, what has he done for y'all? What have y'all seen from him?
He won the Louisville game.
Wait, what?
Yeah, when Travis went out in that game, Tate Rodemaker came in and is the one who won us the game.
Man, I see Rose in the building. Oh man. Now, you guys just recently had a commitment. I don't see no Florida State fan raving about it.
That 3-star offensive lineman that didn't have no really good
no
D1
star
offers.
You talking about a no star? No, it was a guy that y'all got. He ain't had no star.
Jaden Todd.
Was that him?
I think that's the last one we got. Jaden Todd the other day.
Yeah, the dude I seen recently, he ain't had no stars. Now,
offensive lineman about 6'7", 310 or something like that.
Somewhere around there.
Big boy.
Now, I found that funny now because the day before, I think Miami had a commitment from a center with no stars and everything, and all the Florida State fans came at me. Oh, they signed no stars. They went from 3 stars and no star, and then the next day, karma hit.
TCY. You didn't see no Twitter things from Young Seminole. You didn't see that from Young Seminole.
Nah, but I see perfect example. Perfect example. The guy I just put on the screen, FSU Rose. He was laughing and giggling and having a good old time. And then the next day, the energy that he had the day before just disappeared.
Hey man, it's part of it. Y'all bust our stops, we bust yours. It comes and goes.
He even made the mistake and thought that the guy we got from Harvard was already at Harvard. He thought we took a player from Harvard.
Well, I can't speak. I can't speak for Rose. I don't know him.
Man,
but
Rose,
I did.
If Rose do want to speak, I'm gonna put the link back in the chat again because it's open mic.
That's his own man. I ain't his daddy.
All right, so Tate Rodemaker better than Van Dyke. Don't worry about this guy. Milton is the FSU's.
No, legitimately, no. TBT is a better quarterback than Rodemaker.
That's what I say. Don't listen to Middleton. He's just a neighborhood clown when it comes to FSU.
No argument out of there. Like I'll bust your chops when I want to, but like, no, TBT is a good quarterback. But Rodemaker's a number 2. How can you say he's better than TBT?
Rose said, "I told you I was smoking before I tweeted that."
Well, there it is.
There you go. All right, let's move it along because obviously, quarterback battle. If nothing happened to Jordan Travis, you probably won't even see these guys.
And Jordan,
I think Mike Norvell did say in his interview though that he's going to have packages for some of these guys, and in practice, you guys are going to use those other quarterbacks too, just in case the worst happened with Jordan Travis. Let's just say he get injured. Those guys will be ready to go. I did hear that from his press.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, you need to. Your second best player better be your backup quarterback. I mean, that whole time.
Oh my goodness! So projected running back. Trey Benson, of course. Rodney Hill is number 2.
Trayshawn Holmes from Auburn.
Okay. So what happened to we know Trayshawn Ward is gone.
Yeah, you talking about Toafili?
Yeah, what happened to Toafili?
He's still there. I mean, but Toafili, if you watch a lot of last year, he wasn't out of the back. It wasn't out of the backfield. He played a lot of the slot.
Now, sometime in the season, I think his dad was in here, if I'm not mistaken. I think his dad was in here, and he was raving about Toafili. What happened to Toafili? Pops, if you listening, what happened to your son? Why is this is 3 deep right here? Why is he not on it?
I mean, maybe just in spring he didn't put together enough good work to be better than Christian, Rodney, and Trey on the depth chart. I mean, it's that. So we get buried in the depth chart all the time. You know that.
How long has Toafili been with Florida State?
I think he's like a redshirt sophomore or maybe a redshirt junior.
So okay. So they got him at tailback. They're saying he's playing tailback.
I see. I told you he plays in the slot. And CJ Campbell.
Is that another way of saying he ain't gonna get much playing time?
No, because Mike Norvell's offense, man, like all the running backs get touches. in some way or another. That's why he put like 3 backs in the league.
I know DJ Ferg was gonna come in here and say something. Oh man, I was baiting you up this whole time because I was looking at his name at the bottom before I scrolled because it was like right there. I thought you caught on.
Look, you trying to be slick. I see you. Okay, I try to be real with you. You trying to be sneaky.
No, but Toafili
ass Kane fans.
Nah, but Toafili, man.
Now you gonna open up the box now. Look, kid, I had a question for you now. See, now I need to know this. How come every time y'all got some people to give y'all some money, they going to jail for Ponzi schemes or some shit like that?
Wait, whoa.
Every time y'all get somebody with some money, y'all got some Tony Montana dudes over here.
Officer, slow down, officer.
Stop it. Get some help.
Stop it. Listen.
I didn't get to see that clip, but what was the clip?
It was Michael Jordan telling you to stop it, get some help.
Okay.
Listen, ain't nobody going to jail.
Okay, all right. He ain't going to jail. All right, you're right.
Nobody's going to jail. Nobody's
You're right.
Done anything wrong down here.
No indictments come down yet. You're right. He ain't going to jail yet.
All it is basically they had projections for the company. It didn't work out.
Why ask y'all think about Ponzi schemes with him then?
What is it a Ponzi scheme? He got a legitimate business.
I bet he did. Hey,
it just obviously
2000 have a legitimate business too.
It just obviously didn't work out.
Pablo Escobar had legitimate businesses too.
The projections that they had for the business, it didn't work out. People didn't sign up and get their life wallet. But we're not here to talk about Ruiz.
Hey, Pablo had legitimate businesses too.
I need you guys to understand one thing though, because I'm not trying to make this a Miami talk. We're not trying to make this a Miami talk. We're trying to focus on the Seminoles
tonight. Get twisted with it, T2Y. Come on,
what I'm telling you guys is,
I thought we was being real.
Ruiz is one person. We got billionaires on top of billionaires down here that's backing this program.
Okay, I got a question then, like legitimately.
The mall, there's a mall.
If you got these billionaires and billionaires backing y'all, you had Ruiz money last year to get that top 5 class. Where are all these billionaires dropping these bags at this year with that? What were you like 18th right now?
Listen, there's opportunities.
Where the money bags dropping now?
Ask any of the kids that signed with Miami that had any ideas. Ask them, have they been paid? All of them's been paid.
I'm sure they got. I know y'all got some money.
All of them been paid.
I'm just trying to say y'all. Our
collective is doing great.
Oh, collective.
We got a legitimate collective. It's doing great.
Right on. Okay, then. I'm proud of y'all.
I mean, obviously, Ruiz had a business and life wallet. Maybe things ain't going as planned.
I said what I want to say.
But you know what my frustration with Florida State fans and Gator fans is?
No,
they think just because this man's business is not going as planned, he's still not a millionaire. I'm sorry, a billionaire. He's still a billionaire.
I know.
This is just one business venture that just ain't work out.
I've seen the Wolf of Wall Street. I know how the billionaires work.
Gotcha. Look, Ruiz have 7 mansions down in Miami. I think he's good. I think he'll be all right. But yeah, man. Running back wise, so how often do you think they're going to use Toafili? And how good is this CJ Campbell guy in your opinion?
Hey, CJ Campbell's good. If you go back and watch the spring game or whatever, you'll see a few times of him. He's a good back. So
Toafili
he was a walk.
Whenever he comes in, basically, you might well say that he's going to be in the slot. That's what y'all saying.
Most of the time, yeah, he'll be a slot.
That's a dead giveaway for any defensive coordinator.
Well, I mean, that ain't my job. Bam.
All right, so obviously Trey Benson gonna be y'all guy. I don't think nobody gonna, Trayshawn Ward. He went over to Colorado, didn't he?
No, Trayshawn Ward went to Kansas State.
Kansas State. Okay, I thought he was one of the Buffalo Noles.
No, all the Buffalo Noles were the people that got buried in the depth chart.
Yeah. Phyllis says FSU is trying to get out of the ACC. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit earlier. I don't know how y'all gonna do it with that grant of rights. I don't think you guys want to cough up that kind of money, to be honest with you.
You know what's funny is like I was on Uncle Lou's. You know Uncle Lou?
Yeah. That's my
So,
dog.
all right, so I was on. Well, let me tell you right now. I was on his channel last night, and man, I was trying to explain to him what the chair trustee was saying. And the moment I said that he was on War Chant and he was on a live video, started talking about conspiracy, 10 hat things, wouldn't shut up for 5 seconds and let me talk. Talking about it was damn Twitter bot shit. What I'm like, man, you sound so damn uneducated. You sound like ridiculous. Came out the man's lips himself. And you hating because he was on War Chant and not on Fox, I guess. But
Oh
it
man,
was funny as hell last night.
do Luke not know that bot means board of trustees?
One more
I
time.
did that one. He didn't know that bot meant board of trustees.
I guess not.
Wow. All right, so your receivers, I don't know why y'all label it that, but 9 receiver. I don't know why y'all label it like
I
that.
don't know
Then you
that
got
either. I
then you
guess
got 2 receiver, and then you got slot. Y'all
yeah.
just weird. Y'all just weird like that. But
Well, hold on.
Johnny
Now.
Wilson.
Hold on. That's those 247 writing it like that. That ain't probably how it wrote at the facility.
So you got Johnny Wilson. He's supposed to be projected starter. I think that was an obvious.
Him and Keon Coleman.
Had a pretty decent year last year. Keon Coleman's supposed to be starting. Where did he transfer in from?
Michigan State.
Michigan State. All right, and then
Their top.
in your slot you got Winston Wright.
Yeah, so I don't know about that yet because I ain't heard nothing really about him like being back to full strength. Because I don't know if you knew this, but last year after he transferred, he got in a car accident right after he transferred or whatever and was out for the whole season.
See, this is what I'm talking about, man. Y'all FSU fans, y'all contradicting yourself. You told me y'all are good at defensive tackle.
We are good at defensive tackle. What you mean?
I don't know, man. That Darrell Porter, I meant Darrell Jackson lost, man. That might be like losing three of y'all defensive tackles.
If you say so, I mean Trey Benson didn't have a problem running through him last year.
Oh, well, he ain't with us no more, so
Oh,
that's tough.
I mean he was though when he ran through him.
So basically, Winston Wright might be
we're gonna glass over that. We're
might
gonna
just
glass
be
right over
a
that.
Ja'Kai Douglas.
Yeah, Ja'Kai Douglas. He's decent.
All right, so hold on now. Wide receiver 2, Dustin Hill just got there, and you mean to tell me he's gonna start over a redshirt junior?
He's been killing it in practice.
And Darren Williamson.
He's been killing
it. Darren Williamson that waste of a talent?
Well, Darren Williamson had like one game where he played Boston College game where he had like 100 yards and then got hurt in that game and didn't play for the rest of the year.
So he played one game and got hurt.
Pretty much, yeah. He had like 100, maybe it was like 98 yards against Boston College, and then
soft baby tissue.
Yeah, he probably soft. You're probably right. You're probably right.
That's tough.
He probably got more receiving yards than any receivers though.
Oh snap! Rose said, we have like 6 defensive tackle, not including Jackson. I need to name them? Go ahead and name them. Go ahead and
scroll down a little bit.
I guarantee you,
Scroll down.
Nobody probably heard of them.
Scroll down now. We can talk about defensive tackle. Now scroll down.
He said Winston Wright is ready to go.
Okay, that's news to me. I ain't heard that yet. So all right. So he Rose got something on it then.
Oh man. Somebody say you got deep tackle and defensive end mixed.
I mean, you have defensive ends that play tackle too, yeah.
Hold up, wait a minute. Gator Hater in the building. Gator Hater, what's going on with you? If we can get 7 to 8 teams to pull out, the ACC would collapse, and no need for the grant of rights. Yep. I don't think it's that easy.
No, it probably ain't that easy. Well, I mean, it is that easy.
We could get them to collapse the ACC, but we would still owe that money until 36. We will still be paying that money until 36.
Not if 8 teams leaves, the grant of rights would dissolve.
That ain't what I've been hearing.
See,
That ain't what I've been
that's
hearing.
what I heard. That would dissolve the grant rights.
Man, that ain't what I've been hearing. Because if that's the case, we got 8 teams right
You
now.
on Twitter every day, man. You gotta get some like
We got.
sources.
I'm telling you, we got 8 teams right now that's willing to pull out. Louisville made 8.
Yep, they ain't though, but they ain't pulled out yet though. That's the thing.
That's the thing. That's
All
why
they
I'm
did is
saying
talk. Like Florida State, all we did today was talk.
Listen, if you're a Florida State fan, I want you to go to your calendar and mark down August 15th. Mark it down. Mark it down. Write it
Well, we
down.
need to mark it down.
Because basically, August 15th is put up or shut up.
No, okay. What did I tell you when I first got on here and you agreed with me? Don't. It could be before August 15th, after August 15th. Not saying sooner or later, but they talk.
No. But what I'm saying is, after
August
that
15th
day,
don't matter.
if nothing happened and that day passed, just shut up. Everybody just shut up because we got 22 months to go.
Not really, because then
It's gonna be 22 months.
And still not leave till 2024 or 2025.
It's gonna be more. It's gonna be even more money. 22 months. You're gonna be locked in. So
right, you could leave in 2025. So they could announce it after August 15th.
yeah, but most of these conferences are building up for 24.
I agree.
Most of these guys are gonna start locking in some of these deals in 24 and 25.
I agree.
Put up or shut up.
But that doesn't mean that the deals will be done with them by then.
Now, where does FSU? Let's just say y'all do decide like y'all fed up, y'all tired of the money that's being given to y'all. Y'all don't like your little portion.
Hold on. Stop trying to slide past the defensive tackle thing. Scroll on down.
No. We're gonna get back to that. But let's just say y'all decide like, you know what? Nobody wants to leave. We just gonna leave by ourselves. Where do y'all get that money from?
Man,
Because Florida State, I don't know. Now y'all got facilities that's being built. Y'all got all this renovation that's coming to your stadium. Where's all this other extra money to give? Just give the ACC and ESPN. Where is this money gonna come from?
Look, I ain't no lawyer. I ain't seen what it costs. I don't see.
Now, I also want to ask. You cough up that money. How bad does that cripple your program, especially with NIL?
Well, it depends on if you take a loan, if you space it out after so many years. I mean, like, okay, so here's this thing right here that I think is kind of wild that people can't actually comprehend. Like, many times you see in lawsuits or whatnot, people pay some crazy amount of money over so many years. It's not always right up front. All right, and it's been reported many times that that the contract money could be paid over a certain amount of years. So I don't know why that's such a big deal.
All right, so let's just say y'all get out of it, and you set up a payment plan. So
I mean, if I sue you for $250 million tomorrow, I ain't getting that $250 million when court ends. You gonna give it to me little by little.
Oh, you ain't getting nothing from me.
I mean, I'm just saying. We speaking hypothetically here.
You ain't getting nothing from me. You can sue me for $10. You ain't getting nothing.
Money ain't worth the papers printed on.
All right, so get back on your defensive tackle talk.
Scroll on down there.
Hold on. Oh, you got a $10 donation just came in from Boxing Monster. Here's $10 for your Chipotle burrito with extra corn salsa. I'm a gang FSU all day. Hey, man, appreciate the $10 dono. I'm gonna have to get some sound effects for you FSU guys. Something positive. Since I'm gonna be doing the Seminole Wednesday, can't be putting. I can't be dogging y'all with the sound effects when you donate.
Real talk. Teach me why. Real talk.
Hold on. I got one that I think we both would like. I guess. Check this out.
I remind you, the Florida Gators sucked water through a garden hose.
That'll work for now. That'll work for now.
Golf ball through a garden hose.
Yeah, that'll work for now. All right, so appreciate the $10 dono. By the way, Boxing Monster, appreciate you. So the defensive tackles. Back to the defensive tackle. Which comment you were talking about?
I said scroll on down. We can look at the depth chart a little bit more.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
But
so
what I was trying to say though is real talk though. Like, you be bagging on the nose a lot, and I get it because you came, But like as for your YouTube channel, you know what I mean? Because you is the big three, you know, you got to have a little bit of love for the Noles and the Gators, since we all like come together and talk shit to each other, whatever. But it's bringing your YouTube channel up a little bit.
No, listen. I hate Florida State when I need to
I
hate Florida State. I hate the Florida Gators when I need to hate them.
right on. Okay.
See, this a rivalry. It's always gonna be some love hate shit.
See,
At the
for
end of the day, I respect Florida State because Florida State play Miami every year.
okay. See, that's what that is.
I can't say the same about the other team because we're gonna play them in 24, we're gonna play them in 25, and then God knows when.
See, it is for me. It's like I hate Florida more than I hate Miami. I got respect for Miami because of what they did in the past.
I mean,
Florida,
if I were you guys, I'd hate them too. They beat y'all in the national championship.
That's
the ultimate own right there.
Hey man, that was my look here. 52-17 was my papa's pin number up until the day he died.
Man, yeah, that's tough right there.
Yeah, I know how it is.
All right, so before we get down to y'all defense, let's slide through these tight ends. So Jaheim Bell, I know you got him transferred in. I forgot from where. I think South Carolina. South Carolina has been a pipeline for you guys lately.
That's right. We're finna get Dylan Stewart too when he transfers from South Carolina too.
Oh my God, Dylan Stewart for those of y'all that don't know, he just committed to South Carolina. I think Miami was in the race and a couple other schools. I don't think he ever mentioned you guys, to be honest.
Say that one more time, TTY.
I don't think he ever mentioned you guys. Did y'all show him interest, or did he ever reciprocate?
He may have got an offer, but I don't think there was any like interest there.
So what makes you guys think he's gonna come to FSU?
Because we get every other South Carolina player.
Hey, I can't challenge you on that. Y'all been doing it. Y'all just put a South Carolina Gamecock in the league.
They leave South Carolina, come to Florida State, and they go to the league.
Yeah, that's tough right there. So Jaheim Bell.
I got a question for you.
Wait, well, hold on. Didn't you guys just get another transfer? Didn't Amiris Mims?
No, not Amarius Mims. No.
Didn't he? I thought they said that he transferred to FSU. Or was that a joke?
That was like last year, but he ended up not transferring.
No, because somebody told me he.
We're talking about the same dude, the offensive tackle or whatever from Georgia.
Yeah, I thought they were saying that he was coming to FSU this year. Or
I ain't seen that not one time.
I saw that today, but I glimpsed over it. I guess people were just using that as a joke.
There was talk about it last year, but he ended up staying at Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia got that bag. Y'all weren't even a factor last year in NIL, but all of a sudden, I don't know. Mike Norvell won 10 games, and the board of trustees started smiling. Oh man, you still there? Yeah, okay. So Jaheim Bell, then you got Douglas and Morlock.
Yeah, Morlock 6'7". He's from like Division 2 school.
So they got them two as basically A or B. We'll say A or B. So which one would you say had the most upside? Which one, if you had to play them, who would you play?
Oh, I'm playing Bell.
No. I mean the backup.
Oh, the backup.
If you had to pick between one of these two guys, between
Douglas,
Morlock and Douglas.
Douglas has played bigger teams, I guess, but Morlock has the more bigger size. I mean, I guess he like 250, 6'7", something like that.
Now I see that you guys brought in Nick O'Leary.
Yeah, the GOAT. What's up?
Yeah,
you want to talk trash about
now,
him.
obviously, it's not an on the field thing. It's more of a y'all got him on the staff, just on. It's just not on the field.
Yeah, so, no, it's off field. Yeah.
What kind of impact you think he's gonna make to your tight end room?
I mean, man, if he can help at all, with tight ends.
What is he, like a sales pitch guy?
I mean, he might be. I don't know if it's been decided exactly what he's doing yet.
Who's
I
coaching your
just think
tight
that
ends?
he's going to be on the staff.
Who's coaching your tight ends right now?
Chris Thompson, I think
How long has he been with you guys?
Since Mike got there.
Oh man, so he's a Mike guy. So
He was the head coach at. He was the head coach somewhere before.
So O'Leary might be an in training kind of guy to replace him or something.
Maybe. I mean, Leary got a national championship ring, so he knew what he's doing. I mean, he's probably one of the best tight ends to ever come to Florida State. So
O'Leary, do a quick breakdown of O'Leary. If you had to give like a quick, autobiography or whatever, give a biography on him.
His granddaddy is a golf legend. He won a national championship. I believe he was recruited for offensive line originally and then moved over to tight end. Let's see, what else can I say about Nick? Man, he probably just like a smaller version of Travis Kelce.
What year did he play?
The 10 to 13 or 9 to 13 or something like that, or 14.
Okay. Did he get drafted? And if he did, where did he play?
I think he did get drafted, but I can't remember where he went.
Okay. Yeah. See, we tied in you know.
Yeah. Y'all ain't had a tight end in 20 years. So sorry.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, David Njoku is in the league right now.
Who?
Brevin Jordan just got drafted. Come on.
Who?
Even Will Mallory just got drafted.
Who?
We're not talking about Miami. Let's get back on Florida State.
You talk about these nobodies.
Florida State. So left tackle. You got this guy, Bless, and then you got Robert backing him up.
Yeah, Bless got hurt before the beginning of the year last year.
Okay, so before that, how significant was he on the team? Was he starting?
Yeah, he was the projected starter last year before he got hurt in training camp.
Okay, and Roberts, who's backing him up?
Yeah, and Robert played majority of the year, but Robert played majority of the year hurt as well.
All right, I see a comment here that we must address. You can give your details on it. KJ Bolden, do you think you guys get him this weekend? Now, I've seen his top 5, and I ain't seen a Seminole in sight, but y'all have been recruiting them, and I mean the interest is there. I just don't think
if you go to On3,
y'all.
If you go to the On3 recruiting thing, it's Georgia and Florida State in the percentages.
From what I've seen, Auburn is at like 90%, and y'all in Georgia and the other school had like less than 10%.
See, I don't know what you're looking at because I looked at it today and it was like Georgia 44%, Florida State like 30% or something like that.
Oh, well, I've been seeing Auburn. So from what I heard, Auburn done. From what I've heard from the past weekend, Auburn basically gave it they full shot. So they feel comfortable in his decision on the 5th.
But you know what, though? Georgia fans feel comfortable, too. Florida State fans feel comfortable, too. Ohio State fans feel comfortable, too. Nobody know where that boy going right now.
I mean, even your own guy predicted him to go to Georgia.
Which guy?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's what's the guy name? Is it Chris? The insider for you guys. They predicted him to go to Georgia.
I mean, that's funny because I've seen another insider that said, as of Monday, he said he would pick Florida State.
It's going to be interesting. When we finish the depth chart.
Might be some confusion on the insiders.
When we finish the depth chart. As a matter of fact, I'm going to try. Let me see. I can pull it up right now. Where them crystal balls at?
Now, what I was looking at was on 3 or whatever because I didn't look at no crystal balls on 247.
I don't know if I could trust on 3.
It goes back and forth with 247 and on 3. On 3, man, they quicker about putting stuff up and they get stuff on there. 247, they slow about stuff. 247 got Alabama ranked 14th. On 3 got Alabama ranked 4th. Like, that don't make no damn sense.
Yeah, see, what gets me with them is when no games are played, and then all of a sudden players' rankings go up and down.
The only thing I can say about that is usually with like camps and stuff that they go to.
Even when there's no camps, they still do it.
I mean, I agree.
That'd be the thing that I'm like.
That's all the recruiting
why?
services. All the recruiting services do that.
It's to the point where I believe that they just do it to push their sites for the clicks and the outrage. So Colin Simmons, he's being crystal ball to LSU. That was today. Who else? Where's this KJ Bolden? A lot of crystal balls winning.
Honestly, though, I think it's going to be either Florida State, Auburn, or Georgia. That's
you know what? Where's he ranked on the players list? That's what I need to be looking at. What's KJ's ranking?
In the 30s, I think.
Oh, I'm just making things harder for myself. Why didn't I just go to the commit?
Why you just type in his
schedule commits? I'll find him right there because he's making his decision on the 5th. Oh, there you go. Number 2 on the list. Boom. All right. So I'm gonna share that. You can see it on the screen. Steve Wolfong put in a crystal ball. Now four predictions went in for KJ.
Right.
4 predictions. Steve Wolfong. Yeah, Chris. Like I said, Chris put in a Georgia.
No, 4-7. Yeah.
The Georgia guy put in a Georgia, and the Clemson guy put in one for Georgia.
Hey, what's the dates those were put in at?
Now, Steve Wolfong put his in on what is it? What's that? May?
Okay, so months ago.
Yeah.
Early July.
June was
the
when you guys put in.
It's all changed since then, though.
So it's a possibility. I could probably still get him. Who knows?
At that point, he ain't even visited Auburn yet. At that point, he hadn't visited Florida State for the 3rd time again yet.
Yeah. I honestly think Auburn is the favorite, if not Georgia. Y'all
like I said, those visits, a month and a half has passed since then. So I mean,
I think right now y'all are on hopes and prayers right now, to be honest with you.
I mean, like I tagged you on Twitter the other day, don't run when he commits now.
Hey, I ain't going nowhere.
Okay, I'm just saying. Make sure.
Listen, man, I survived 45-3. I think I could survive anything.
Barely.
I think I could survive anything at this point.
So when he commits, I want you to do a video. I'm gonna hop on live and we're gonna talk about it.
Oh, most definitely. I got you.
So hop on, and we'll talk about it. And if you don't commit to Florida State, I'll eat some crow.
Hey, all right, bet.
All right? And I'm a man of my. So I'll let you know. You just put it out there.
Now Casey Reddick, he's supposed to be
offensive
left guard. And then at number 2, you got Jalen Early.
Yeah, Casey Reddick was a transfer as well from I want to say UTEP, or maybe that was Byers. I can't remember. Maybe Reddick was Auburn.
Byers was from UTEP.
Okay, so Reddick maybe was Auburn then, or no, maybe that's Keon Jones. Man, I can't remember what all the offensive linemen.
Let me see.
I get confused what school they come from.
I'll tell you right now where he came from. He signed a letter of intent to Colorado in 2017. Okay. Into the transfer portal, officially visited Florida State, transferred to Florida State. So y'all got him from Colorado.
All right, yeah.
So y'all got a Buffalo no.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, so he's supposed to be y'all starter. This Early guy.
Jalen Early.
What's the deal with him? How good is he?
He was a high 4-star coming out, I believe.
Now let's just say Casey get hurt and he has to play. How confident are you guys? How much of how much of a downgrade would it be?
Honestly, I think the offensive line right now is 1A, 1B. Like you won't see that much of a drop off from the twos. They've been getting so much work with the offensive line. I don't see much of a drop off.
Okay. All right, let's scroll on down. Center. You got Smith and you got Washington.
Either way, you're fine there.
Both
The
of
only
them
thing I
are
will
redshirt
say-
juniors, so both of them pretty much same amount of time in college, everything like that.
Yeah, and the both of them are cross trained. So they've both played tackle and center. I think Darius has even played guard as well too.
Hold on, I see a comment in here saying Manny got Penn State defense lit up there. Did y'all see that one game? Who did Penn State play where they ran the ball for like 400 yards on them? I think that I'm telling you, man. Manny Diaz's weaknesses with the run. You better ask North Carolina. Better ask why he got fired over there. Was it Texas? Matt Brown fired him from Texas.
Manny Diaz was a good defensive coordinator, though. You know, I mean, he may have not been a great coach, but hey,
I'm telling you, once them other players from the other coaches leave and he recruits his own guys, you're gonna see the difference. You're gonna see the difference. But hey, back to Seminoles, man. We talking Seminole talk tonight. Right guard, Demetrius Emmanuel.
Yep.
He's set to be the starter, and then his backup's supposed to be Keandre Jones.
Yep.
So, how much of a drop off is that one?
Well, Keandre played at Auburn, so I mean he played in the SEC. I'm doing air quotes right now, so you know he must be really good. Emmanuel played last year too, so there wasn't much. So I don't think there's going to be much drop off. I'm gonna say for the entire offensive line, I don't see any drop off from the ones and twos that much. If there is, it's slight.
Okay, so you're telling me you got bona fide starters at both. Either one of them could start then, basically.
Damn near.
All right. I'm trust me, I'm gonna write this down.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I'll just write it down.
I'll get on Travis last year.
Right tackle. The guy Byers who was just talking about the UTEP transfer. And then you got Armilla.
Yeah, he was a five-star offensive tackle last year.
Man, that 5-star be thrown out there a lot.
Hey, I mean, it was.
I saw a video of him getting tossed.
I mean, hey, that's whatever. I mean,
I saw that video from that camp where Buddy threw him on his butt easily.
I mean, you could probably scroll and see some videos of him whooping people too. I mean, it is what it is.
I don't know, man.
It is.
I don't know. That boy probably should have been a 3-star.
Oh, okay. Now, if he was a 3-star, he would have went to Miami.
Nah, that's tough.
Are you?
Nah, when he came out, we was on bigger fish. We had bigger fish. We had bigger whales to catch.
I can tell.
You know, Mighty Goa. You know, we got Samson, Pancake Honcho. You know, we frying bigger fish down here. Tommy Kinsler, you know, Antonio Trips. We good. We good. But those are your guys. What happened to the defense? Why they ain't put it on the defense? Why they only talk about the offense?
Maybe the defense ain't been fully figured out yet. I'm guessing. Maybe. I don't know.
That's
those 247 for you.
We're gonna need the defensive side of things.
Go on Seminoles.com and see if you can find that.
Let me see what y'all got on these boards. What y'all talking about up there in good old Seminole town? Let's see what y'all talking about on these boards. Board of Trustees. Nah, we don't want to hear nothing about that Board of Trustee thing. Y'all ain't getting out. Big Ten expansion. ESPN finances. Man, y'all are really on ESPN head about getting up out of here. Notre Dame realignment. That's what y'all talking about on y'all boards. What else we got? If I ran the Big Ten, my thoughts. Bolden. Let's see what y'all fans are saying about Bolden. According to Georgia Insider, believe it's Rusty. I guess this
Yeah, I saw that.
Parlet dude is. I guess he's supposed to be following Bolden wherever he goes.
Yeah, Rusty dude, the Georgia Insider says he's going to Georgia or does
So
the Florida
he
State.
said, theory, FSU could land 2 5-stars on the 5th if Bolden get. This is a joke. This has got to be a joke.
Got him! Got him!
Look at you trying to be funny again.
This can't be real. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm not even. They're saying the other guy is high on Auburn also. So KJ, oh man, KJ and him might go to Auburn. Plus Auburn just flipped like two 5-stars, didn't it? They flipped a wide receiver from Alabama, and I forgot where they flipped the other guy from. They got another, and Auburn might be on the move. Auburn might be making moves. Somebody say Freeze got them all hooked, line and bag. So y'all might not get neither one of them. They both might end up going to Auburn. That's tough. Y'all boys, man. These conversations, y'all tripping. Florida State picked to finish second in the ACC by League Media. Let's see. So they're picking y'all to finish number 2. Clemson number 1, Florida State 2, North Carolina 3, NC State 4, Miami 5. Duke and Pitt is tied for 6. Louisville, 8. How do they predict Louisville to be 8 when Louisville is favored in every game on their schedule? That's crazy. We lost young Seminole. Put the link back in the chat. Any of you Seminole fans can click that link. Like I said, tonight is Seminole Wednesday. It's all, it's open mic for Seminoles tonight. Y'all come in here, talk your trash, talk about your team, all that good stuff. All right, so they got y'all finishing second in the ACC behind Clemson. Tough. That's tough. What else y'all got going on these boards? Board of Trustees sound the alarm. That seemed to be the big story for you guys, man. The Board of Trustees meeting today. So far, Buzz heading in. Let's see. Buzz heading into. Let's see what this article is about. So the Buzz heading into 5-star safety. KJ Bolden's weekend announcement. The number 1 safety in the land has a couple programs feeling good about their chances. He will announce on Saturday. Marcus, the link is in the chat if you want to hit it. You can come in here and tell us how y'all gonna come up with that money to get out of this grant of rights. I know y'all ain't got that kind of money, especially with all the renovations y'all doing. Bolden has also said Florida State is his dream school, and the Seminoles have came on strong in the final month. A return visit to Tallahassee, the direction of the program, Charleston Nessa jumping in the fold, are some things that have Seminole fans and, y'all thinking y'all gaining some momentum here and, landing and leading in that direction. So sources believe Bolden will end up at Florida State and strong feeling about it. So y'all got some strong feelings that y'all gonna get Bolden. Man, if y'all don't get him, how big of a stuff in the locker is that if y'all don't get this kid? Right now, your beat writers, man, they putting that work to get y'all. They putting in that work to get y'all hyped, to get y'all thinking y'all gonna get them. And if you don't, that's gonna be a huge letdown for the fan base. Now, I got to give y'all some kind of credit because obviously y'all been doing pretty well in the month of July. Y'all picked up a lot of commitments. a lot of quality commitments too. And y'all are what the top y'all in the top 10 right now. Y'all like number 6 on recruiting. So obviously July was good for y'all, but KJ Bolden, man, could be the make or break for y'all. If he did end up picking Florida State and he did commit and gave Mike Norvell the heads up that he committed, hopefully, Mike Norvell don't tell this guy like he told Charles Lesnar that, basically he made his year. But anyways, man, the link, like I said, the link is in the chat. All you Seminole fans, y'all come on in, talk your trash. If not, we've been on for an hour and 30. I'm going to shut things down. But I want to give you guys the opportunity to come on in here, speak on your team, how you feeling about each position and everything like that moving forward. What's y'all chances of winning the ACC, chances of landing some of these top commitments. Basically, anything Seminole related. If not, then we'll just call it a night. This Seminole Wednesdays, guys, moving forward, this will be done every week. So, like I said, it's open mic. It's your team, not mine. It's open mic. You guys come on in, and, we're going to make this basically every week deal. Y'all come on in, especially during the season. There'll be a lot to talk about then, Also, Saturday and Sunday mornings, I'll be doing live shows every Saturday and Sunday morning. So, you guys could tune into that too. That show will be mostly, basically, the Sunday show will cover all college football. But the Saturday show will cover Florida State, Miami, and, the Florida Gators. So we'll talk all three of those teams on Saturday. We'll talk all college football on Sunday. So, KJ Bolden, man, they setting you guys up right now.
How they setting us up? You're the one who just read some Auburn stuff and some Georgia stuff today was getting too. So like I said, Georgia feels good, Auburn feels good, Florida State feels good. So
Marcus, what's going on with you?
We don't get him.
Marcus, you there? All right, I think Marcus probably got some.
Yeah,
he probably got some Tallahassee internet. There you go. He was here for a second.
He come and just give. Look, I had some problems with the Wi-Fi a minute ago, so it's all right.
Yeah, so y'all boards is crazy right now. So let's just say you don't get KJ Bolden. How far are y'all willing to go to try to flip him?
I mean, the staff seems like he won him, so they're probably gonna go down to signing day to try and get him.
Are y'all gonna put the money on the floor?
Man, how you know we ain't put it on there already? He ain't decided yet.
I mean, if he ain't decided yet, or he ain't commit yet, that bag might not be big enough.
Well, Charles Lester took a while to decide too, but he was silent commit for a whole month and a half.
Say it was a silent commit for a month and a half. You gotta love them silent. You gotta love them silent commits.
Now, all right, now don't sound like Uncle Lou now, TTY.
We love them silent commits, man.
I mean, but he said it though, so.
To me, if you tell me you a silent commit, that means you're just ashamed to say that you committed.
All them 3 stars ain't ashamed to commit though, are they?
Man, our 3 stars should be 4 stars, but hey,
your 3 stars should be 2 stars.
That's another conversation to
your
have.
Your 3 stars should be 2 stars.
After the games are played. After the games are played, we can check them huddles. We can check them huddles.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for you to tell me. You know what? I can't remember what I was going to say. Look, you made me lose track of my thoughts.
Yo,
what's going on, Marcus? So you think y'all getting
can't call it. What's going on, G?
You think y'all getting bold, Marcus?
Yeah.
We gonna find out Saturday.
Yep.
I don't know.
And you don't think Auburn got him in the chokehold? Or maybe Georgia?
I mean, Auburn, they came on strong. They coming on real strong.
See, now Louis, I'm gonna tell you like I told Rose, keep that same energy about them nose stars. Because the day after Miami signed a got a nose star, y'all got a nose star. That joke was so funny, man. Marcus, they was killing us on Twitter. Oh, them boys can't even sign 3 stars no more. They signed a no star. Then all of a sudden, boom, the next day, the very next day, FSU signed a no star.
Nah, he got a 3-star.
Afterwards.
No, he got a 3-star right next to his name. I don't know
He
what
got a 3-star after y'all signed him.
they go with that Miami lies again.
No, dead serious. The dude that we signed, the offensive, the center that we signed, they gave him a 3-star right after we signed him too. But on the site, it went 3 and then they went back to blank.
I saw 2-star on your dude.
I saw 3-star when they got him. It's like this. Basically, most of those guys are underrated. Until a big name program give them an offer or get a commitment from them, that's when they start looking at them.
Yeah, when they get a D1 offer, that's when they get 3 stars.
Yeah.
Hey, TTY, what all y'all told that man to leave Harvard to go to Miami? What all y'all told him? Hey, come down here, be a dummy.
Nah, we told that man, listen, you came down here.
Come down here, be a dummy instead of going to Harvard.
You came down here and you camped. You could go to Harvard and be smart and all that, but you ain't playing no football. Cause ain't no scouts gonna be looking at you from the NFL playing at Harvard. You ain't playing nobody.
You don't go to Harvard to play football. You go there for academics. So obviously he was a smart boy. Then he became a dummy.
No, but we ain't talking about Miami. We talking about Florida State tonight.
It's all good.
What's the move gonna be like in Tallahassee if Bolden don't come?
Get him at signing day.
Hey, it is what it is. We can't get everybody.
How long y'all think y'all gonna stay in that top 10?
To the end of to signing day?
Until December 15th.
Man.
Till the rankings are finalized.
Now let me ask y'all this too. On y'all commitment list, if you had to say one player's gonna flip, who would it be?
LaWayne McCoy.
It ain't gonna be McCoy.
Got him! Got him!
Oh man!
How does it even deserve that? How does it even deserve that?
That was a setup.
I've been telling you for a month now that he was probably going to go to Miami.
You said that boy gonna flip.
I mean,
y'all got a gymnastic program up there, don't you?
Yep.
What they teaching them up there? Front flips or back flips?
I don't know.
That boy said he gonna quadruple flip on y'all.
I mean, he didn't say that, but okay.
Didn't y'all have a barbecue? Who's y'all top prospects at y'all barbecue?
A lot of 25 kids.
I must say,
but Jermaine Smith was there.
Who?
Jermaine Smith.
Who's Jermaine Smith? Never heard of him.
I bet you hadn't.
No, dead serious. Never heard of him.
The wide receiver.
Jermaine Smith. Oh, Jeremiah Smith.
Oh, is it Jeremiah? Oh, I thought it was Jermaine.
I was like Jermaine Smith. Who the fuck is?
I thought it was Jermaine.
That's what I said. Jermaine Smith. That's
I thought like Juana Man.
Stop it. Get some help.
Man, had me thinking Jermaine Smith.
My bad. It's Jeremiah. My bad.
Had me thinking, why are we not recruiting Jermaine Smith?
You want Juana Man to come play for y'all?
Oh man.
No, he was
Jeremiah Smith. Y'all really think y'all can get Jeremiah Smith?
I don't know. Probably not.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
I mean, we could try.
I don't see him flipping at all.
Probably not. He'll probably stay at Ohio State. I mean, with what Harline's done recently, the smart move for him would be to stay there and just stay for a few years and go to the league.
Has any receiver really shined for you guys recently?
What's recently? Because I mean, you know, tight end you. So what's recently?
When the last time y'all put a quality receiver in the league?
Last time for quality receiver. Like, what do you consider quality receiver?
A receiver that went into the league and actually still in the league, stayed in the league a couple of years at least. I want to say at least.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a minute. I mean, but
somebody said Calvin Benjamin.
I was gonna say the biggest one would probably be Calvin Benjamin. I can remember off the top of my head.
Damn, that was like 10 years ago.
I mean, it was. I mean, but Florida State's had some bad years since then too. So
y'all ain't put a good receiver in the league since Calvin Benjamin? God dang it.
I mean, Scary Terry went, but then he got in trouble for some bullshit and got arrested. And then
didn't that man have to fight a murder charge?
No, you talking about
Yeah.
I mean, he may have been a murder charge too, but I thought he was talking about
not Rudolph.
Yeah, Rudolph. I thought that's who you were
talking about. He talking about Rudolph. No, he talking about Terry.
Yeah, okay. I thought he was talking about Rudolph.
Nah, Rudolph shouldn't even been fighting no charge at all.
No, I agree. That's self-defense all the way.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. So,
hey, T2Y, I'll tell you what. If Miami flip,
hold on. So
if Miami flip McCoy,
so if Calvin Benjamin was the last receiver y'all put in the league that really did anything, how y'all think y'all gonna flip Jeremiah from Ohio State, who's been putting them in the league like it ain't nothing?
Well, I mean, when you watched Johnny Wilson last year, you see that we got something coming.
But Johnny Wilson ain't in the league. He's still at Florida State trying to prove himself.
Not yet, but I mean, you could see the talent.
That's one person in 10 years.
I mean, and then you actually hold on. Did Pokey get drafted?
No, you're an undrafted free agent.
Undrafted, okay.
My goodness. Man, I'm telling y'all, Florida State fans, do not get y'all hopes up on this Jeremiah Smith flipping thing. Stop wasting y'all resources. Save up y'all money to get out of the grant of rights.
TC, why you said that about Charles Lester?
Charles Lester.
You said the same thing about Charles Lester. Stop.
Man, I don't know what these kids be going.
You said Dion getting him. Y'all need to stop trying to mess with that man. Leave that man alone. Let him
Dion
go.
still gonna flip him.
But he ain't though. He's
still flip him.
Oh man.
Man, if y'all think Dion done, y'all lost y'all mind.
So Dion gonna win 3 games and gonna flip Charles Lester. Come on, man.
That's what he said.
I'm just saying.
I can't believe anything.
Hey, like I said.
We're gonna get down
if Miami flip McCoy, then we gonna flip Artavius Jones. Then
that's put that in the books. That's happening.
That man left y'all and came straight down here.
Put that in the books. That's happening.
Okay, McCoy left y'all. He came straight up here.
I think in that situation, what happened with y'all is basically y'all saw him commit to Miami, and they probably got on Norvell. Like, how you let a guy 30 minutes away go down there? But it was too late.
I can say the same thing to McCoy.
It was too late.
I can say the same thing to McCoy. How you let McCoy 20 minutes, 15 minutes away, leave Miami, go way up to Tallahassee. So it's the same situation.
But we finna flip him. Y'all bamboozled that man.
Dalvin Cook. That boy said
y'all bamboozled that man.
All he did was make y'all his bitches every year.
Y'all had that man up there by himself, and y'all basically gave that man a persuasive article or something. Y'all persuade that man to convince that man by himself to commit to y'all.
Yeah, okay.
He ain't had no moms or pops or no kind of guidance.
Hey, you know what? Hold on, T2. I want to say something because the other day when you was posting about Jeremiah Smith at Florida, you didn't put in there that he was at Florida State for 3 days and he was only at Florida for a day.
Does that really matter though?
It does actually.
He didn't flip to Florida State, did he?
No, but he looked pretty sad in them Gator outfits.
I mean, he told y'all that he think that
I
Mike Norvell is the greatest.
I believe, buddy, he flipped to one of them 3 Florida schools, but I don't know which one.
Did he say?
It ain't gonna
He
be
say
the
he
Gators.
feel like Mike Norvell is the greatest coach in college football?
That's what he said. Man didn't
That
lie.
boy's a troll.
Man didn't lie. He told the truth.
That boy's a straight troll.
He said he told his grandma told him never lie. Tell the truth.
That man is a straight troll.
That man telling the truth. He said he won't come to Florida State.
That man is a troll. Mike Norvell can't even put 3 sentences together. Talking about he the greatest. Talking about he the greatest coach in college football. So we're just gonna skip over Nick Saban. We're gonna skip over Dabo. We're gonna skip over Kirby Smart. We're gonna skip over all the guys that actually won something worth talking about. And we're gonna talk about Mike Norvell, who just won 10 games with no ranked wins.
Hey, that's homeboy's opinion. Let him have his opinion.
Man, that boy's a troll. He trolling y'all.
No, he want to come play for Florida State. He want to come play with Luke.
No, he trolling fools. He ain't trolling no people who know better.
That man trolling. He got young Seminole. Okay, he believed him.
And people why? Hey, I'm gonna tell you why McCoy coming to Miami. He already said he don't want to play with JoJo.
He did say he want to play with JoJo.
Because him and Joe, they do the same thing.
All right, he's scared of competition. All right,
he said his recruitment open, but he's still committed to Florida State. That's what he said. So y'all didn't flip him at that big old cookout.
Man, what that sound like?
It sounded like y'all serving them nasty ass chicken tenders down there. He didn't want to.
Nah, it sound like my guy said he committed, but he's still open.
All recruitment's open according to you till February.
Man, that man said he committed, but he's still open. He might as well stay open.
That's tough.
Hey, T2Y, so other words, he in a poly relationship.
Yeah.
He in a polyamorous relationship.
Right now, y'all are the main chick.
He probably went down to control y'all.
This man got y'all as the main chick.
So he want to go down there and get mama.
He said y'all are closed, but he open. Yo, that's crazy. Crazy.
Hey, that right there, that's the new thing now. Everybody want to be in a poly relationship now.
That's true.
Man. That boy Jeremiah Smith is a troll too. So you telling me that McCoy don't want to play with JoJo?
That's what he said. That's the word on the street that he said he do not want to play with JoJo. No, because say for instance, JoJo had committed to Florida State, McCoy would have flipped to Miami. But since JoJo was going to Miami, he just gonna stay at Florida State. Now he gonna say his commitment is open, but he ain't gonna play with JoJo.
Well, until JoJo decommits from Miami, goes to Ohio State.
So if y'all get Jeremiah Smith, he might flip too.
No, there ain't no flips over here. I don't know what you're talking about. You asked what was the most likely flip.
I think Jeremiah and Trader. I don't think they're a package deal. I think they want to go their own separate way.
Yeah, but I'm saying McCoy do the same thing as Jeremiah Smith. So if Jeremiah Smith flip to y'all, he gonna flip too.
No, because he didn't say
but that's possible.
Rose spreading propaganda. Just because the man got an offer to Ohio State doesn't mean he flipped.
He probably will.
He's one of the top receivers in the country. Obviously, that Ohio State, they probably see that Jeremiah Smith is flirting with everybody, so they preparing for the worst. They trying to send out more offers to top wide receivers.
Well, I know
that Jeremiah Smith recruitment come down to Heartline. If Heartline take that Northwestern job, then he's definitely decommitting.
What is Northwestern waiting on to actually give that job? Didn't y'all just get a guy from Northwestern?
Yeah, we got a linebacker.
And then a long snapper from
What are they waiting on though? Because if Northwestern don't hire nobody soon, they're gonna lose their whole team.
Ohio State.
They ain't gonna come into some
No,
trash.
they good. They making the I think the DC he gonna be the interim coach, but I think they just gonna take their time. They're gonna see what Hartline do this year, calling plays, and if he do a good job calling plays, then they gonna ramp up the heat and give him a big bag so he can come to Northwestern. Because I think this right here gonna be Hartline first year calling plays at Ohio State.
All I'm gonna say is, if Hartline goes on over to Northwestern, Jeremiah Smith and a whole bunch of recruits gonna be wide open.
I mean, he got an OV to Florida State.
I mean, Ohio State.
Think about
Ohio State. They'll keep majority of that class. It's just the receivers
and all the other offensive players that came for him. But think about it, he's supposed to be calling plays. So he don't sold a lot of them. He don't sold a lot of them on his offense. So a lot of them offensive players, I ain't saying all of them gonna flip. The majority of them might still stay though. But you're gonna get those few that do flip because they came for Hardline.
Yeah, but Smith probably does leave if he leaves.
Yeah, he ain't going to Florida State though.
He got an OV for Florida State later in a couple months, so
he's gonna go to Florida State.
You don't take an official visit.
He'll go to the games before you go to y'all. That came out of his own mouth.
You don't take you lying now.
That came out of his own mouth.
Stop it.
That came out of his own mouth.
Oh man, no, you lying.
Did you watch what Will Fong said?
No, I didn't watch Will Fong.
Will Fong said from speaking with him that was on the day that Jaden Jackson committed to Oklahoma. I was watching the commitment, and before the commitment came, Will Fong came on and said that basically Florida has the best chance of flipping him. That's what he said.
That's all hearsay.
That's what Jeremiah Smith said.
Yeah, that's all he. Nah, Jeremiah didn't say that.
Okay. That's what Will Fong said.
And Will Fong said that.
The video is still up on YouTube. He said, after speaking with Jeremiah Smith,
right?
He said that basically, and if it came down to it right now, and the school were to flip, it would have been Florida. Hey, I don't like them Gators either.
Will Fong said that. We didn't get that action from Jeremiah though.
Y'all know, bro. Y'all are so delusional.
I don't like that. I don't like that hearsay stuff, man. Yeah, I gotta hear it from the recruit's mouth.
Y'all so delusional. I'm telling you.
I told you we probably ain't gonna get him, but hey, I mean we can try.
Man,
I don't know what Will Fong.
And Will Fong quoted what he said, but y'all don't want to hear it.
And according to this dude on Twitter, we leave an ACC tomorrow.
Man, yeah, that's another pipe dream.
That's my point. That's my point. If it don't come out the horse's mouth directly, I don't believe it.
Man, Antoine, I hope you knew that. I hope you know Jeremiah Smith was trolling when he said that. I hope you knew he was trolling when he said that.
Nah, he's probably being serious.
Man, whenever y'all get a chance, make sure y'all watch Mike Norvell's press conference from today.
Like that matters. What that matter? What that matter?
He talking about your team.
Yeah, but you hating on him on it. So what it matter?
I ain't hating on him. I'm just saying.
I heard you at the beginning.
For the guy to be at Florida State and coaching, when you listen to Mike Norvell speak, man, come on, man. The man sound nervous.
Okay, so what that matter?
The man sound like every time he stands in front of an audience, he gets scared.
Does he know X's and O's? Just enough.
It's like he stumbled over his words. He can't speak in front of people.
I do the same damn thing. That don't mean nothing.
But you at a college though, man. In your downtime, go in one of them speech classes. Go sit in one of those classes and take some notes and practice.
You need to do some stand up down there, man. I'll tell you what, man. You do some
But
stand
I ain't gonna lie to you.
me.
I like Mike Norville.
You're killing me.
I like him.
I know you probably wish he'd be down there helping y'all. Y'all have a
We
good class.
we don't need no more janitors.
Yeah, you need good recruiting class to help y'all win.
We don't need no more janitors down here. We good.
Oh man, you just wait till February when I get my money from you again.
Man, I'm telling y'all, listen to Mike Norville's speech from today. I promise you, that boy be stuttering.
Can he do X's and O's? Yes.
Stumbling over words.
Does he know X's and O's or not?
Man, y'all don't need to put that boy in front of an audience. Mike Norville need to get him one of them PRs. Somebody to do all the talking for him.
You gonna bring up the defensive side of the depth chart or what?
Now, I give y'all the credit in this recruiting thing though. Y'all got Charles Lesnar, the 4th ranked. Y'all got the safety. He's like the 52nd. Y'all got a linebacker, Jalen Parrish. He's like 61st.
KJ Bolden.
Y'all got D.D. Holmes. He's 62nd. So y'all got some top prospects on the defensive commitments.
Yeah, KJ on Saturday too.
So that's within the top 100. So y'all doing a thing or two up there, man, in Tallahassee. I get to y'all. Mike Norville turned it up a little bit.
Had 10
I ain't gonna lie. In the beginning, I thought, man, 10 wins and these boys can't recruit. What's going on?
Hey, on a real note on that, if he does finish out this class as a top 10, top 5 class, you gonna take back the whole he can't recruit deal, or you still gonna ride with that?
Nah, if he finishes in the top 10 or even the top 15, I'll give him the top 15 because I think y'all finished 17, 18, maybe 19 last year.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there. So if he could get up in the 15s, because I mean, let's be honest, it's hard to sell kids to come to Tallahassee when you got a lot of transfers.
That's not a lie. I agree with you on that.
So if he could get a top 15 class, top 10 class, he did a thing or two.
Okay, I take that.
But anyway, man, it's almost 2 hours. Appreciate all you Noles fans for coming in here, hitting the like button. Appreciate you for being on the show, boss.
Yep.
Every Wednesday I'll be doing this. So, y'all pop in, give y'all thoughts and opinion. We'll have more to talk about as the week goes on. I think this realignment thing is going to heat up a little bit.
Agreed.
I want to hear what the ACC commissioner is going to have to say about this since y'all making a ruckus.
It's all fine. There's no problem. All the schools are happy.
We spoke to Florida State. They're on board. They're happy again. We told them we're going to take maybe $10 million away from Wake Forest and Duke.
We'll give you $9 million a year. It'll be all right, son.
Yeah, we didn't sign anything though. We just shook hands.
Handshake deal. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, man, like, share, subscribe. Catch y'all Seminole fans on Saturday. We'll be doing the Florida State, Miami, and the Gators show. And of course, I'll catch y'all again next Wednesday night. Every Wednesday night at 8:00. Seminole Wednesdays. For all you Gator fans that tune in, Gator Friday is in 2 days. 8:00. Tune in. Oh.